so I just finished watching the latest episode of Game of Thrones, which was The Broken Man. Spoilers for this episode, of course. The Hound's alive. Awesome. He joins kind of a, I don't want to say hippie group, but let's put it this way. If, also, the guy who leads this, it's kind of like a religious group, kind of like the High Sparrow. It's the same religion, but instead of it being an evil pope that wants to take over the world and brainwash people and threatens them using faith, it's about a dude who's actually trying to do some good, who did terrible things and actually wants to repent for bad things that he's done, and seems like he actually is the follower of the religion in a sense of that if this religion is supposed to be giving away, you know, good peace and goodwill, this guy is doing it. They're building, I think, like a church. He has a group of people with him. He doesn't hide his past because he says that he's killed people before. And he takes the Hound in. He's the one who saved the Hound. And he's the one who saved the Hound and brought him back up to health. And this guy is played by Blackbeard from Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Funny! But no, that actor is actually pretty awesome. I actually want to see what other things he's in. But, this episode can be basically summed up in a couple bits. The Hound finally finds a home. These guys come in saying, "Oh, we're here to protect you. Do you have any food or money that we could have?" And of course, the guy Blackbeard says, "No, sorry, we don't have any of that. All we have is food, but you're glad to stay for supper." And of course, these guys leave and then come back and murder everyone except the Hound, who was out chopping wood. He comes back, everyone's dead. The Hound, after talking with Blackbeard saying like you shouldn't kill because killing is bad and stuff like that, and that killing is violence is a disease and you don't cure a disease by spreading to other people. And after everyone's dead and Blackbeard's hanging, and even like the golden medallion that he wore of like the 7-point star, whatever's gone, the Hound grabs the axe and then walks off, and that's like the end of the episode. And I'm just like, fudge me! I want to see the Hound go huntsman on them, on these bandits, just chopping away. Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait for that. Oh. And then the other part is Jon Snow, Sansa doing way better in this than she did in, well, I guess she was alright in X-Men Days of Futures Past, but still, Apocalypse, X-Men Apocalypse. Sansa and, that one dude who's kind of awesome, who was like the best friend of the little girl who got burned at the stake. They're going around trying to get men. They get 26 fighting men. Who the family of the guy that gave Jon his sword, if I remember correctly. I believe that was it. I believe that was who it was, because it was called Bear Island, and Longclaw originally was supposed to be about a bear, but then they said that it's good enough for a wolf. So I believe that was it. They also the wildlings also say, "Yes, we'll help you, Jon." I also love the part where like Jon's like, "Are they gonna go through with it?" Yeah, he talks like the leader of the wildlings, and the guy goes, "We're not like you. We're not clever like you Southerners. When we say we're gonna do something, we're gonna do it." I'm like, fudge, yeah, that's awesome. And basically, it's them trying to get men for their clan, for their war, but don't have that much. And Jon says that they have to go with what they have. But Sansa's saying to go somewhere else to ask them for help, but I'm not sure where. And Jon says, "No, we have enough." But Sansa then sends a note with like the stamp of the Starks and sends it on a raven to somewhere, and so on. Then you also had, and like that's the end of that arc. You have Jaime trying to take Blackfish's castle. Blackfish saying, "You ain't gonna get in here. Over the 1,000 men that you try to breach this wall with, hundreds of my men will kill you. You'll kill 100 of my men, but my 100 men will kill thousands of yours." And they also say that they have provisions to last them 2 years, and it says that if they want to try to starve them out, it's going to take them 2 years to do it. And then, what was it? Oh, and then Arya, when things kind of look up because she's planning to head back to the Westeros, she books a ship for Westeros, and basically bribes the guy. Said, "Here's some money for my trip." And the guy's like, "Who'd you steal this from?" She's like, "Does it matter?" He's like, "We're leaving tomorrow night. You can have a hammock." And then Arya throws like a bigger bag of silver on there, and she says, "I want a cabin." But then she takes the bag back just to make sure, he knows, like, okay, she has a lot more money. But and once everything's looking up, she sits on a bridge. Everyone's gone, and an old lady comes up, like, looks kind of looking like, "Oh, young sweet child." And I'm just thinking, no, stab the old lady, or run away. Don't let that lady near you. And of course, it's the freaking chick who has it out for Arya, because apparently I guess Arya maybe is way more skilled than her, I would assume. Maybe that's why she's, like, jealous or just, like, doesn't like her. I don't know. But Arya gets stabbed a couple times, but instead of, like, laying down dying, she goes, "Yes, I ain't dying today!" Wham! Hits the lady, girl, hits that, jumps over the bridge, dives underwater, and the girl's like, "She must be dead." Leaves. And then Arya comes out. Of course, she's bleeding. She's bleeding out of her stomach. But she's also looking around at the people like, "Crap, I'm never safe," because they could be anyone. Also, that one girl apparently is able to use the faces. Which one? Again, you can go with religion and gods and stuff like that, but I'm just thinking, if the quote-unquote faceless god allowed Arya to drink poison water and then have her eyesight returned, don't you think maybe this faceless god has plans for Arya? Maybe Arya has some plan. Maybe Arya has some plan with maybe the faceless gods have some plan for Arya. Maybe you shouldn't try to kill her. Heck, I honestly want this. I kind of want Arya to just go and just go out there, kill this chick. I doubt she could probably take on the faceless man or whatever the fudge he is, the assassin dude. I doubt she could take him. But if Arya could somehow control, like, get access to all those faces, my lord, would she be one of the strongest Starks ever, next to Jon Snow, who has, I'm pretty sure, Targaryen and Stark blood. So, yeah. And I found out why Sansa hasn't been dead yet. It's because technically she has her last name changed twice. That is the only reason why she is still alive. But no, because everyone named Stark is screwed. But yeah, so that was basically the episode. Arya, I'm just like, fudge. The Hound's alive, so I can't wait till Arya and the Hound meet up again. Arya better not die. She just better not. Because what is it? They say that this is season, 6? I think they say there's only 8 seasons. They're only going to have 8 seasons, so there's like 2 more seasons. So Arya better freaking live. At least to the last season. But also, I kind of like that, like, now, they this assassin guild of faceless people or whatever, basically trained Arya to be able to survive now. Like, she knows how to take pain, she knows how to fight, blind even, she knows about poisons and stuff like that, and she can possibly even at some point go into the faceless vault and grab a face and wear it. Or possibly, I'm thinking, I doubt they taught her how to make the masks or the faces, because that would actually be kind of cool if she actually started her own faces thing. Though, mind you, she'd have to kill people. But if she would be able to, like, wear other people's faces, probably take the faces off the dead people and then wear them, to use the mask, and that way she can still have that ability to camouflage. But yeah, honestly, don't. If you're being chased by people who can change their faces, and you are suddenly alone with someone you don't know, you may want to stay a fudge away from them, or have a knife or sword ready. It's just a thought. But yeah, the Broken Man, pretty awesome. Cool seeing the Hound back. Want to see what's gonna happen with the Hound, because characters like the Hound, where like you hate him kind of in the beginning of the series, and then later on you start loving him. Like the Hound is kind of becoming like that. Oh, and Xerxes is saying that. Oh, and the grandma of the queen or whatever. She was told to leave by the queen because she gave her a picture of a rose, which I'm assuming every rose has its thorns or something like that, I guess. But the grandma's going to leave, and Xerxes saying you should stay with your men and army. We can take this, and the grandma's like, no. The best thing I think about this is that I get to see you suffer, Xerxes, or whatever like that. And then as she's leaving, Xerxes. The lady says that you're surrounded by enemies, Xerxes. You're gonna die. But yeah, and so I'm just like, well, fudge. I actually kind of like Xerxes now. I kind of like Xerxes, and I think I probably know the reason why. It's because the High Sparrow is way, way worse. And I actually kind of like Jamie, and I kind of like the... Well, it's incest, but still, it's like I like the relationship they have. They are very loving to each other. Some might say too loving, but you know, whatever. Those two, I do like Jamie and Xerxes. Like, and again, these are the two that threw Braun off a freaking building in the beginning of the series. But I still like the two. I still like the two now. Throughout the entire beginning of the Game of Thrones, I'm like, oh, let these people die. But I think some point after Jamie lost his hand, I started liking him. And I think after Xerxes was, quote-unquote, humiliated by the High Sparrow, I think I started liking her. Screw Joffrey. Joffrey's dead. God, good riddance. But yeah, I think that's about around the same point that I started liking them. High Sparrow can go F himself, because at one point he even threatens the queen, saying, oh, if your grandmother doesn't leave, I fear for her body and soul. Basically saying, I'm going to beat the living crap out of your grandmother. Or something like that. But yeah, and like the queen, I hope it all is a rouge. Like, the only time, because other than that, she just feels like she's brainwashed throughout this entire thing until, like, she actually gives the grandma thing, like, you have to get out of here now. That was the only point where I thought, like, okay, maybe this is all a ruse. Maybe they're planning something to kill the High Sparrow. I hope so. I hope the High Sparrow is going to die very soon. It's Game of Thrones, so the High Sparrow might live out to, like, the final season and then die very gloriously. And by gloriously, I mean he's going to die horribly, and we're all going to be like, yay! But yeah, fun episode, though. Oh, and, Theon's sister tells him that if he's going to be broke, if he's going to stay broken, to kill himself. If not, because she needs the actual Theon. They're not broken one. And also they're planning to go to, the Mother of Dragons and basically offer their services to her to get back the Iron Islands and also, you know, take back Westeros, which she needs both, so awesome. Either way, pretty good episode. Definitely want to see more. I want to see what the heck's going to happen with Arya. I hope the next episode's more Arya based. I want to see the Hound go start asking people questions. But yeah, pretty good episode. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below. Please check out all my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later.